ahead.
So you're the same person that took Shatta Wale and Medikal on a tour recently?
Yes, this March, yes, we did that. Deeper Than Blood, me and another promoter, yes, we combined to do that. Yes, we did that. I know, come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Do not do that.
The same person that put them on a private jet.
Do not do that to me. Do not do that to me.
So with the private jets, did they request for it or you decided to put them on? Oh, no.
Yeah, shout out to Blibbo. No, I did not. I would not. I'm a businessman, and I like to keep my money. I would not go offering private planes to people. I would not do that. No, it was requested by the artist. Yes, and
wow.
Yes. Yeah, my man.
Wow.
Shout out to Shatta Wale. Shout out to Medikal. One of two of our biggest
two of the Deeper Than Blood.
Yeah, Deeper Than Blood. Yeah, Deeper Than Blood.
So what? You are Deeper Than Blood now.
I mean, yes. For the
record.
For the those are my people.
For the culture.
Yes, Andy. I feel it's not bad if somebody wants to, be on a private plane. I don't mind that. It's not bad if somebody wants to travel extravagantly. It's not bad if they feel, because think about it. These two people, especially one, Shatta Wale, is one of the, if not the biggest expert that we have. You have to pay attention to the metrics. You have to pay attention to the numbers. You don't have to pay attention to the noise, which, unfortunately, we do a lot of. We pay attention to the noise. When you pay attention to the metrics and you pay attention to the numbers, he's a very, very large artist. He recorded a song with the world's biggest female artist, literally. And on that album, there were multiple people on the album, but his song was one of the impactful songs. His song, alongside Brown Skin Girl, and another song, were the only three songs that actually made impact on Beyonce's album. And up until today, his song is one of the songs that I only played. So that makes him,
exceptional.
So I feel if this person requests or asks for, I want to travel extravagantly, I don't think it's anything, bad. However, just a however, you cannot do all of this without and not get your people's support.
Okay.
I feel like then what's the reason why you did all of that? You understand what I mean? Like, Andy, you saw Madison Square Garden, this just what passed with Burna Boy's tour. We all literally saw what happened in Madison Square Garden. We saw even what happened just this past weekend in France with Wizkid, where a whole entire arena was packed. How did you think he flew to get there? He flew private to get there. You understand? But it was worth it because when he got there and you saw the room, even if you're a promoter or you're a label, you know that the plane ride is just chicken change, because if you're looking at 20,000 people, and do the math, even if one person paid $80, do the math. That's literally a plane ride and other things sorted out for. But when you do all these things, plane ride, extravagant cars, all of that, and you go to the room and the turnout is then it's like you're asking yourself, what was the reasons for this? You understand? So the artist just showed you guys how extravagant he is, only for you guys not to turn up. Because the Ghanaian person, and I'm not being disrespectful, it's just within us. We'll be like, do you speak Tree on your platform?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Want to drop it,
but if you want to drop it, just go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to give an example. The typical Ghanaian, and I'm saying Tree because it's one of the most popular. Hey, nah. Me na me family can come over on what the plane and like you easily can hear that. Like things like that. You understand? You constantly get people, and I don't want to chastise people because they are these same supporters of these artists, but it goes hand in hand. You understand? You can't like his music and dance to his music and not turn out at his event, or not support or buy his merch, or you can't. And you can't sit at home and say that the other country's artist is big and yours isn't, and not think that you yourself who's saying it is not part of the issue.
So can you say that the problem is the Ghanaians, the consumers, and not the artists?
It's both, Andy, because like, the consumers. It's not their fault that they are not as forthcoming, because the artists have not given them reasons to be forthcoming.
Okay.
You understand me? Like, Andy, like, whatever it is you're blessed to do, there's a reasons why you were blessed to do it.
Okay.
You understand me? Like, I feel like, typical example. I feel like if I live in a neighborhood and I'm one of the people who's blessed to have, like, a little bit of funds, and the road is bad, I would not expect my neighbors who don't have no money to help me chip in to fix that road. I would do it myself. You understand? So the artists need to make it worthwhile for the supporter. How many artists are supporting initiatives in Ghana? How many artists are going to hospitals? And I don't mean things where you need to just, have people follow you and go do a donation here. And I mean real things. You understand? Like, how many communities are saying that this artist did this for us? This well that you see was done by this artist. This pipe that you see was done. Like, because if you don't do that, you don't expect the person to support you fully.
True.
You understand me? They're just going to support you from a popular standpoint. Like, yeah, or you say, but they're not going to take out their money to support you, because to them, then why am I mean? Like, which is what we hear constantly, so.
But the artist has fed you with good music, and it has healed your pain some way, somehow. How about that?
Good music and meaning part. Like, I'm not saying the artists need to go around dashing money. No. This is not about money. It's about, for lack of better words, it's about affection. Showing people how affectionate you are about what they do for you. Some of these
giving back.
Yeah, artists don't even write back to people when they DM them. Artists are not, like, they don't sign autographs. They don't take pictures. You need to be much more than just singing in the studio. You need to, don't think that what you are seeing the white person or the American rapper or or whoever do is just because of their music. Andy, currently, these days, the modern industry, talent is only 30%. In
music business.
Talent only contributes 30%. When we look at you as a person who are trying to put you on in modern day, your talent just contributes 30%. The other things is like, how you look, your vibrance, how people are gonna like you, your social media likability, things like, in modern days, it's not your talent. That's how come you find a lot of people without talents. The songs are not even nice, but they are very, very big. So I'm saying they need to be much more than just singing and much more than just dancing. They need to be in touch with their fans.
Wow. We're live on Hits 103.9. If I'm talking to Nana B. Gyimah. Now, your daughter, Myla Gyimah, she's what, 9 years?
Yes, God bless her. She just turned 9. She just turned 9, yes.
And she's a model for Zara and Gucci.
Yes.
And other international fashion brands.
Yes.
How did she land all of these deals?
So we're intentional. My wife and I, we're intentional. At 3, we realized that, anytime that my daughter at the time, she was not even speaking, at the time, but whenever she saw a camera or whenever, like, we told her to, like, hey, she just, changed. She just posed, and also, every time we were out, we realized how much, Caucasians and white people, not African Americans or not Africans, were just, constantly stopping us and being like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So, my thinking cap just lit up. And I was like, I told my wife, like, let's do something about this. Like, and God bless modern times for social media, where if you feel you blessed with something, you could just put it out. So we began that way, little. And, we just didn't want to just take pictures, or I didn't feel we just need to take pictures. So we took pictures, we were doing that, but we started going to auditions. We started taking it to places where, shoots were happening. And to cut a long story short, we landed an agent. And from after we landed the agent, up until today, God bless. Right now, she said earlier, she's the lead, one of the lead models for Zara worldwide. She's worked with Polo Ralph Lauren. She's worked with Gucci, Fendi, Tiffany. The list continues.
Because I'm looking at her profile.
Yeah, she.
What she? Look, She's worked with international brands such as Gucci, Vogue, Ralph Lauren, Zara, Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, Netflix's Creative Soul. The list continues with Soul Plume, FX, Tiffany & Co., Manhattan Magazine.
Yes.
Hey, Chadumu Jiska, small girl, 9 years.
No, say I know that never.
9 years.
Oh,
So who manages her, you or the mother?
Mother. I mean, we both. I mean, Inside is also like a management company, but Mamaja, my wife, the mother mainly is the manager, of my daughter. Yes, we all do that. Yes.
Man, congratulations,
Thank
man.
you so much.
I'm so proud of that. Man.
Yeah, speaking of that, Andy, every single child or every single person on this planet Earth possesses something. Every single person, everybody is special in every kind of way, and it's up to the parents usually when they are kids to spot these things. You understand? Or it's up to the parents when their children tell them that they are good at these things. Recognize and help them, push them, because we live or we are from or bred in a country where it's just a few things that we are told to do, just a few industries that we are all trained to be a part of. So the average person with whatever talent they have they shove it because what are you going to do about it? Up until recent times where you have shows where kids are now being given platforms to show whatever talents that they possess. But you can attest that for us of the 80s and 90s, we did not really have multiple platforms that were like that. So parents should do a service of noticing these things, or if the kids come to them, be intentional and help them, whatever it is. I mean, of course, it doesn't have to be crime, but whatever it is, if the kid feels like they're a good poet, or they could read, or they could speak, they could dance, they could play soccer, whatever it is, because the world is different now. You'll be surprised what is making somebody make money, Andy. So you cannot short sight anybody. Look at social media. People are just literally dancing and making money.
True. Okay, we are about ending. Martinez, please come in.
Good morning, boss.
Oh, good morning, brother.
I must say you've really spoken well. I mean, you've said a lot of things that to me make sense. You are doing well.
Thank you.
Promoting Ghana, especially Ghana to the world.
Thank you so much.
I really love it.
Thank you so much.
I understand it's a collective work. Once we are home doing our bits, you out there also doing your part.
Exactly.
It helped put Ghana on the map.
Very much.
What I can say is just keep the dream and keep the focus. I believe one day you will be celebrated the way you want to be celebrated, because from what you were saying, it looks like you are not happy with some of the things. Of course, this is about the artist. They must also understand they are included. And so, like I said, that collective way will help. With the contract you were talking about, I understand where you were coming from. That sometimes they read and probably don't understand and all of that. But my question is, do you also help them to understand?
Yeah, thank you so much for everything you said earlier, and also the question. Yes, we do a service of actually not just giving them these contracts and expecting them to just understand them. We go back and forth with them to make sure that, did you see line 5? Did you see page 6? Are you sure that you are in agreement of this? And that's where the issues always start, because they don't understand the work, or because they have not done an extensive research of the job they're in. Maybe line 5 says that in order to get your full payment, you need to do X, Y, Z. The manager will, for the lack of better words, doesn't understand that, will be like, nah, we will not do it, or we will not do it. Maybe the line will be, you need to promote the event this X amount of times before you are entitled to your full payment. And the reasons will be not just because of the payment, but you have to take a visa to go to the country that you are coming to play this concert at. And in order for the visa counselor to give you this visa, you need to give them a reason or evidence. So that's posting, or that thing that we are in the contract, we are asking you to post this amount of times. It's not just because the promoter wants his show to be big, but it's also to help you to properly travel or properly get a visa. Because you'll be surprised that known artists are sometimes denied visas. And it's because the counselor will say, I do not see anything that shows you are going to play any show. So that's one of the examples. We guide them through.
Okay.
But, you know.
All right, thank you very much. Rob?
Good going.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. And we need people like this, you know.
Sure.
We need plugs everywhere. We need people who are not just interested in the profits of the business, but he's got more than one reason to do this. At least, if there's anything at all, is because it's from Ghana. He wishes to promote everything and anything Ghana, and for that matter, Africa, because it's a son of the soil. So people like this, we need to be able to support. I don't know what the challenges may be completely, because you've spoken, but you didn't really, we're not too explicit about certain things. So one of the good things would be,
Oh, shit. Robert, go ahead.
yeah. One of the things I want to say is, look, maybe after this we can talk and find out, or if you don't mind sharing what your challenges are and
Yes,
how we can help. But otherwise, after this, we can actually go into conversation
I'll just maybe
and see
speak
what
on
we
one.
can do.
Yeah, I'll
to
speak
be
on
able
one
to
or
help
two.
your work, blossom.
Yeah, I'll speak on one or two. You know, everything that we do outside Ghana, you know, a lot of people in Ghana or within Ghana do not realize that. Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yes. Everybody does not realize back home that us outside Ghana stay concentrated in what's happening in Ghana all the time. You know, like we do not watch local news wherever it is that we are. We don't indulge locally so much wherever it is that we are. We constantly are watching things back home. You know, so if you speak of how many, some of the things you can do to help us is basically being the support system, because Andy, most people that view your stuff are not here in Ghana, especially when it's streaming on the platforms, YouTube, Facebook. Most people watching it are not here. You understand? You have multiple viewers every single time. You know, the average Ghanaian outside Ghana will wake up and just tune into what's happening in Ghana. After that, find out what's happening in Ghana social media. After that, go get some Ghana food. After that, call some Ghanaian like, the Ghanaian is staying being Ghanaian. So if only the people here knew that we constantly stay watching them, there will be a great support system to us. So that's what we need. We need you guys to really support us. Like when we have a concert, we need you guys to make much more noise about it than even we in America.
Understood. So maybe after this we can have a conversation.
Yes,
because
we definitely
evidently
should.
It's not just, I mean, when you have a platform of that nature or a dream of that nature, you need all the legs standing
Exactly.
to be able to push the agenda. And I noticed you on 3 continents, London, UK, but you didn't really talk about anything connected to that part.
Yes. You know, so originally, I mean, I lived in the UK before I transitioned to live in America. So most of the things that, you know, Inside is doing right now has patches of the UK in it. You know, and you know that we have an extensive Ghanaian
Based in the UK.
yes, based in the UK. So most of the things we're trying to basically right now cross paths from America and UK, Ghana-wise, right? So we're trying to, you know, basically work with some of the artists that are UK based but are Ghanaian, and of course, you know, working with people like Alodia and Dennis, as I said earlier, it's also in the works. Just to be able to just, you know, create an ecosystem where it's all of us. Where's a hub like our neighboring countries? They're a hub. You know, everything is connected in any type of way, you know. So that's what we're trying to do.
How do we get in touch with you? Let's wrap up.
Oh, man. You can get in touch with me socials, you know. On social media, Nana Business, you know, and also Inside LLC. You could find me there. You could just simply shoot me a DM. I answer my DMs. I do not just leave them on red. You know.
You're not artist.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting next to. I don't want any trouble. Please. I don't want any issues. Yes. So yes, you could DM me. I answer my DMs. You can ask me any question. Don't be silly. Just ask, you know, real polite questions. You get answers. And yes, we help everybody. So do not think that I only help artists. We help every single person.
Thank you very much for coming,
Thank
Nana
you
B.
too.
I'm so grateful. When are you going back?
Oh, Andy, I stayed just because of this interview. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I'll leave either in a couple of days.
We'll celebrate.
Happy birthday, man!
Thank you.
It's your day, man.
Thank
I want
you.
you to, really get excited.
Thank
It's
you.
a blessing.
Thank you.
I know he's leaving, but I just want to. When is the next big project?
Oh, so our next, we have two more projects before the year comes to an end. We have Ghana to the Well too. Just as I said last year, we took multiple artists, Kofi Jamar and other artists. This year we're taking much more than 12 artists. We're taking 13. Now we have confirmed 13 artists, and we're not taking only just musicians this time. We're taking dancers too as well. So yes, we have Ghana to the World, and then we have Afro Beats to the World. So we're doing both simultaneously before the year comes to an end.
Regards from Sammy Forsin. It says regards to Nabi, aka my long lost friend. He has spoken.
Oh, Sammy!
Thank you very much for coming.
Oh man,
bro.
likewise, brother.
Appreciate
I
it.
really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate
Right.
it.
Stay with us here on it's 103.9.